last ball in the first power play, the first 10 overs of the innings. And after 10, it's 32 for 2.
Well, these batsmen, they're shaping well out there in the middle, not only absorbing the pressure, but scoring runs with alacrity.
Cheerleaders have been with us all the way through since the warm-up matches in Toronto here in Jamaica. We do need many cheerleaders for the Irish contingent, which have come in there. Well, there are thousands, you've got to say, today. It would be certainly up to 2,000 here for the second power play. And it's Rao Iftikhar, who was so impressive in the first match against the West Indies. He's now coming on to replace Umar Gul. Gul having come off 5 overs for 13. Rao Iftikhar against the West Indies, a match which the West Indies won. 10 overs, 3 maidens, 3 for 44. Now can I repeat that? Well, he started badly. Leg side wide, but he has got swing. That ball swerved. And the length was okay, it was a line. Yeah, man.
Nice to see them swimming in the air.
Going through their routine that's well practiced, no doubt. Brass band, marching band, they do all sorts of routines when they're marching. These two playing very well. Ball is moving. Ball is still getting something from the atmosphere and from the pitch, and they played with commendable restraint, and also played their shots when the ball has come along and it's available to hit.
Well, last 3 deliveries which Rao Iftikhar has bowled, one of them was illegitimate. He's been shaping the ball in towards the left-handed batsman. It's a good delivery, holding its line. I would like to see the Pakistani captain bringing the fieldsman from cover towards mid-wicket. Give the invitation to the batsman to hit through extra cover. We might see a bit of gap if the ball is coming in towards the stumps, or if the ball holds its line, might be taken in the slips. Well, when you're defending a small total as a captain, you have to come out with different ideas all the times. But at the moment, Inzamam ul Haq, as always, hanging back. Just hoping for the things to happen for him.
They better had. Else his job might be on the line. Single down to mid-wicket. He wanted that fielder. Now less than 100 for Ireland to get.
Well, he's a worried man for different reasons. End of a steady over. 34 for 2.
So the girls are up again. And trumpeters are blowing in the background. They're on the western side of the ground, in the western temporary stand. The stand over there, big stand over there, will be taken down after the World Cup is finished. So the cheerleaders leading anyone who wishes to cheer. And their cheers have come predominantly from the Irish supporters today. In the commentary box now, as we have a cheer for Tommy Mbangwa and Jeffrey Dujon.
Goes. Desperate for a wicket, Pakistan are. Just a little stabilization here for the Irish. An opportunity to score there. And it lifted over the slips. Not making any contact at all.
Look pretty close to a wide to me.
That's wide.
Desperately need a wickets, Pakistan. They're trying to keep us, to create as much pressure as possible on the Irish batsmen. Require less than 100 now. They've got to get some wickets.
Nicely done into the gap and across for a single. That's all they need to do, Ireland. Just nudge it into the gaps. The ball will swing, and it'll probably continue to swing all the way through this innings. And so they have to negotiate that swing into their pads, many of them being left-handers.
They can play just normal cricket with the required rate, but they've got to try to weather the storm of pace and swing. There's been quite a bit of short stuff. Sammy in particular has been working up a good head of steam. Here he goes short again.
It's about direction in a situation like this. Pakistan have to be patient, but their execution have to be very, very accurate. They want to be testing the Irish batsmen, and Mohammed Sami in particular wants to be bowling in areas where both these batsmen, all the batsmen, have to play, as was the case with the first two. Just a touch too quick with that swing. Front of the stumps. It's getting a couple of LBWs. Like that. Very, very close. Mohammed Hafiz gets a hand to it and it'll go down as a chance. It was a tough one though.
Difficult. This one was on target, short enough. Got a hand to it. Difficult chance. Went to hand nevertheless. Tried his best to keep that down, Porterfield. Was onto him a little bit early and bounced just at the right height, that he couldn't quite get on top of it. Chance going a begging that Pakistan will hope they don't live to regret.
And the single will have to hurry if the fielder picks it up cleanly. He doesn't. Show Malik how to do the one-handed pickup so he could get rid of it really quickly. When you have a score of 132 on the board, you want every single chance to stick. This one didn't. One that got away.
Maybe just got up a little bit early, Hafiz. It was pretty far to his left.
It's a good delivery. It was quick and more evasive in the shot than actually trying to execute a hook shot. Safe in the end, 38 for 2.
Very much a defensive hook. Took his eye off it. Good delivery straight at him. The eyes off of it and managed to just swat it away. Not in control at any point.
.95 to win for Ireland. They've got it to double figures. And now they'll be chipping away in blocks of 10. History in the making. The crowd here has been festive all the way through, and we expect nothing less on St. Patrick's Day. But I'll tell you what, I'd like to see them if Ireland get home here. That's the goal. Now Iftika is swinging it quite nicely. Needs to get a good length going as well.
Well, one thing we've seen with the Irish so far, Pommy, is that when they get into difficult situations, they fight. Zimbabwe had the game pretty much put away, and it was really that fighting spirit, as well as good leadership, that brought Ireland back. And you can expect that now that they've got a sniff of victory, there's going to be that same attitude brought to bear. It's swinging around, things are a bit difficult, but I think they feel themselves in a position where they can actually take this game. Normal cricket will do it. Every last one of those guys is hoping that these two don't leave it to them.
It's a good shot. Work one. Not clean in the pickup. Had to dive to his left. Mohamed Hafiz, he did so. Annoyed with himself because he couldn't keep a hold of it.
A very impressive seam there from Rao Iftikhar. The batsman just as desperate at the field as the fielders at this point.
The other one. Too much. Pick up. Similar sort of situation here with these more experienced Pakistani bowlers trying a bit too much. Instead of just running up and bowling on a really good length and line and probing at the Irish batsmen. They're the ones who are being less patient than their inexperienced counterparts. That's where you want to be pretty much all the time, maybe even a touch closer. The length there was what was good.
This had everything. Bit of movement, bit of bounce, and a lot of pace.
Bit of swing, looking to drive, going really hard at that Porterfield. Hoping that it's not left to them, but see by the way they're all sitting around that there's a long way to go. It's not a particularly happy change room. They'll be a bit tense. It's all the signs, peace signs or victory signs. One. Have to wait and see. For 2. Nice and easy. Hope the chap will be. just relax. They're getting flustered. Need to rotate the strike, singles. Festive atmosphere out in the stands, watching as Ireland go along slowly. They won't mind how quick they go. 40 for 2 after 13 is just the right pace. The target they're chasing, 133. Changing the bowling now. Azhar Mahmood into the attack and is having a little chat, in fact a long chat with Inzamam ul Haq. He's somewhere along the lines of, we need to get 8 wickets.
And maybe a little bit of a respite here for the Irish batsman. Azhar Mahmood doesn't have the pace of the other 3 that have bowled so far, but we can expect that he will swing the ball nevertheless. But maybe just give the batsman a little bit more time to play.
Nicely nudged onto the onside, working it with the swing. Around 80 miles an hour, maybe high 70s. Azhar Mahmood, and getting that respite as far as pace is concerned. Azhar Mahmood in the past and just recently in South Africa showed good control when he bowled. He'll swing the ball, as you say, Jeff, and maybe lull these Irish batsmen into a false sense of security and have them play a bit looser than they have done with the faster bowlers.
May just get them to take a few more chances. Inzi still got his 2 slips. And the men in the circle tight, trying to restrict any singles. Want the batsman to get any sort of momentum. Don't have that many to get.
Still nervous. You can see it in the face. He's talking to himself. Porterfield. Close this. Bit late on the shot. Bat still going down. Still angled. Not quite where it was going yet. Ball sliding off the face. Very fortunate not to have gone onto the stumps. Concentration. Very important. Big shout, maybe outside the line, just as a long stride out from Porterfield. Unable to negotiate the swing and get bat on it, but he just saved himself by moving well. Maybe not.
Bit of good fortune there for Porterfield. That one looked very adjacent. And Hawkeye agrees.
Inzi certainly also feels that it was in line, correctly so. Close call number 2. And again, what about this time? Not out once again. Inzi cannot believe it. Umpire Brian Jerling being put under the pump here. Have a look at that face. What does it tell you?
This one pitched almost identically. Looked to be bouncing a little bit higher. 2 good deliveries in a very good area from Azhar Mahmood.
Who would want that job? Tough job. Pressure. The pressure of the 2 appeals forces him into a full stroke. 41 for 2. It's going to be tough. They're going to have to fight these Irish batsmen if they're going to win this game. Pakistan certainly won't lie down. As 133 are looking very far away right now for the two fellas who are out there. They might only have had to chase about 90. They had bowled so many extras. $92 runs to win. They're looking quite far away for Ireland. A couple of close calls in the last over for Porterfield. What the match looks like, just 132 Pakistan managed. The wicket is sporty. The ball is still swinging around in these overcast conditions. Now Iftikhar trying to get a breakthrough for Pakistan. Bryan and Porterfield will be thinking they just need to weather this storm. Two new bowlers have come into the attack, Mahmood and Iftikhar. Be trying really hard. Morale will be high to try and get a breakthrough. If they can't for a little period, momentum will shift towards the Irish batsmen. That's nicely done. Could be a couple in this. Big effort from Mohammad Sami, the fielder, but unable to prevent those two.
This is nicely tucked away. Kept it right on, his eyes right over it. Just worked it away. 214 balls to get 90 runs.
Good run, very good run that. Good communication, a bit of a collision. They've trodden his hand there. It's Imran Nazir running in to try and prevent that single or effect a run out. The batsman sliding his bat in, making contact with his hand.
Couldn't really be avoided, the batsman following through and the fielder following through, both with the intention of doing the other damage, but the fielder came out on the wrong end.
There's a close look. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Got spikes under there, you know.
Got him just on the back of the hand. Didn't seem intentional, just trying to make his ground and following through. But it doesn't seem as if there's any serious harm done.
Not serious to you, because you're sitting up here.
Where I belong. Certainly not down there.
Taking the opportunity to have a drink because it's going to be some time. The physio will be dealing with Imran Nazir, so drinks in the 15th over. Ireland 44 for 2.
The World Cup games are great. State Farm car insurance discounts are great too. Call a State Farm agent today to see how much you can save on your car insurance.
At Western Union, we understand that cricket is more than just a game. It's a passion you share with everyone back home. Just send money from participating Western Union agent locations to India, Pakistan, Bangladesh or Sri Lanka. Mention promo code Cricket2007 and get your country's t-shirt absolutely free. Get into the cricket spirit now. Transact today with Western Union.
अरे छोटू ये क्रिकेट देखकर किसका भला हुआ है जरा काम पे ध्यान दे दो आ रहा हूँ जरा ख्याल रखना जगह का बच्चों
ये क्या हुआ? हम जीत गए हैं?
Life comes at you fast. Be prepared with Nationwide Investments Retirement Insurance.
Nationwide is on your side.
Dish Network is your home for Cricket World Cup 2007. Don't miss any of the action as the Cricket world converges on the West Indies to do battle for ultimate cricket supremacy. Dish Network brings you every ball, every six, every wicket and every moment of glory. Visit www.dishnetwork.com/cricket for details or call 1-877-347-4778. All prices, packages and programming subject to change without notice. Hardware and programming sold separately.
All shown in much brighter sunlight than we currently have here at Sabina Park. Porterfield, Bray and Morgan, the two batsmen to go. And this is how they went. First man to go was Bray. Hit in front, and it took a little while, but then the umpire put his finger up. Looked as if it was a little bit high, but it was adjacent. And then pretty much similar. Morgan went, and aided by the fact that he played right across it. So those are the 2 wickets that have fallen to date. 44 for 2 Ireland. And the bowling figures. Mohammed Sami, the most successful bowler. He's got 2 for 22. Other bowlers have been quite economical. So Ireland, having lost 2 wickets, need 89 from 35.3 overs, just over 2.5. And it's getting pretty dark for me. When we look at the electronic scoreboard on the ground, it's a lot easier to see now.
Certainly is. That's the Pakistan scorecard. Doesn't make pretty reading. 132 they mustered on a sporty pitch. Nice shot straight to the fielder. Pitch that's doing a bit, you'd expect that the bowlers would profit, and the Irish bowlers certainly did. Langford Smith did well, leading the attack up front, 1 for 31, and Boyd Rankin with his bounce did really well, 3 for 32. And then just below that, have a look at that for a follow-up. Backup bowler, Bota, 2 for 5 off 8. I'm going to miss the end over number 15 and power play number 2. 44 for 2. Overs have gone, 2 power plays are gone. You'd expect that Enzamam ul Haq would take the next power play. Bit of a discussion between Enzamam ul Haq and Billy Bowden. I wonder what that's all about. He was pretty distraught in Azam Mahmood's first over when there were a couple of LBW shouts that were not given out. No signal for the power play. This is Azam Mahmood's over. And here come the shouts. That's 1, and that's 2. They were both pretty adjacent.
I thought the first one was out. bowling a very tight line on the stumps, getting the ball just about off stump to come back in, and then he varies it with the fuller delivery that swings in late. It's good bowling from Azhar Mahmood, and all of the left-handers so far have shown a bit of a weakness to the delivery coming back into them. But he's just concentrating in this area, hoping the batsman will make a mistake, push that front foot out a little early and have to play around the pad.
Quick single. He hits the target, but batsmen were quick enough to actually leg by off the thigh pad.
This ends up being pretty comfortable in the end. Good calling, the man backing up, taking off early, and home safely. Ireland slightly ahead of the game at this point. They're about 15 runs behind where Pakistan were, but they've lost 2 wickets less, which puts them in a good position. Always good to have wickets in hand, no matter what kind of score you're chasing. Doesn't matter if you're not up with the other team's rate, you simply need to have wickets in hand. At this point in time, just normal cricket. Keep those wickets in hand in case at the end it gets a bit tight, but 2.5 and over here makes it pretty easy to accelerate to even 4 and the game's over. But wickets in hand are the key.
Didn't quite carry. Shouts of catch it. Just looking to tuck this onto the onside, actually to get it squarer than that. Porterfield unable to, all going off aerial for some distance. He's been probing. Azhar Mahmood asking Porterfield to play a lot of his deliveries. In the air again. And to nobody in particular. Into the 16th, 45 for 2. For 2. Ireland after 16 overs, they're going along quite nicely. Pakistan were 60 but for 4 at the same stage. I won't be worried about that. They can bat long enough. It won't be an issue. Mellow, not so mellow right now. He's all excited. Time for a change in the commentary box. Amir Sohail is with Michael Holding.
Thank you, Pommy. Partnership is doing quite well for Ireland. 30 runs produced by these two. This is a good partnership considering the target, just 133.
And the Pakistanis, they're already missing Danish Kanaria. It's turning out to be a monotone attack. Well, somebody might pick up a wicket. But Danish Kanaria would have certainly tested the Irish batsman. Good single. Good sportsman spirit shown by the batsman. Well, the rule suggests the batsmen, they can take runs. If the ball is hit by a throw from a fieldsman onto the body or the bat. Normally it's not taken. Good gesture.
You're saying there's no variety in this attack here, Amir. I think, though, the problem with this attack is that the bowlers have been bowling too fast. They've been trying to bowl quickly, and that was not the success formula for the Irish. It's a matter of getting the ball to hit the seam in those grassy areas. Well, run again. Get the movement off the seam, bring the split cordon into play.
And that's why I was suggesting that the Pakistanis, they should open with Rauf Takhar and Umar Gul, not with Mohammad Sami. Mohammad Sami is a tear-away fast bowler. And since he picked up a wicket or two, Umar Gul was trying very hard to bowl fast and match the ambience. It wasn't required. And that's where the Pakistanis, they missed the trick.
You look at the Irish team. Ireland had a young man in the team called Andre Botha. No pace, absolutely no pace whatsoever. But his figures, 8 overs, 4 maidens, 2 for 5. That's him there, second from right. Deserves every drink he has taken.
End of the over. 17 overs, they're gone. And Ireland 47 for 2. Yeah, the South Africans, they'll be thinking, why didn't we play Botha for South Africa? Why did we let him go and play for Ireland? Here's the man we are talking about in the middle of the picture.
All of 33 overs to go. Just 86 runs to get. Luck of the Irish, nothing going Pakistan's way. They have had a few LBW shouts that were turned down that looked quite adjacent. Quite a few balls have gone past the outside edge.
Well, these Irish batsmen, they have shown more awareness as to how to play on these kind of surfaces as opposed to Pakistanis. They just try to play straight. When they're looking to defend, they're not chasing the ball. And whenever there has been an opportunity to send the ball out of the boundary, they have done that. They are cherishing every moment, the Irish fans.
Right on.
I wonder how many of those Irish fans have come prepared to go through to the Super 8s and to extend their holidays.
Well, like to say, in Ireland, feeling grand. Well, they certainly are. Well, they won't be thinking and hoping in their wildest dreams they'll qualify for the Super 8s. And this Irish team has surprised everybody.
Get another single there, no more than that. Good calling, just refusing the attempt of the second run. Well, the group stage, Group D, here in Jamaica, ends on March 23rd. I'm sure most of these Irish fans would have been thinking March 24th, back home, back to work. Possibly, not there yet, but possibly. March 24th, they could be moving to the Eastern Caribbean. Singles coming quite comfortably. Hit the stumps, but I don't think there was any semblance of him being out of his ground. No appeals coming. It's 49 for 2. That's Group B. Third game in this group. Another 3 games to go after today. West Indies v Ireland, the last game in this group. Then the 2 top teams move on. At the moment, West Indies on top of the table. Played 1-1-1. Ireland could end up in that position after this game. Played 2 with 3 points. But Pakistan are not giving up. They will try and their darndest not to be going home on March 24th, because they lose today, that's it. Have absolutely no chance of qualifying again.
Well, Mikey, you were talking about the Irish fans. 3 chartered planes, they arrived in Jamaica yesterday after a tied game. Imagine if they win this, how many charter planes they're going to come here. Mohammad Hafiz is being preferred by the Pakistani captain. Well, he'll be contributing in a huge way if he can chip in with a couple of wickets here in this situation. Attacking with the slip and a silly point.
Ooh, that was a strong throw. Inzamamul Haqi has a strong arm. Mohammed Yusuf was backing up.
"50 up for the Ireland's team." Oh, that was thrown very hard. And Mohammed Yusuf did well to stop that one. Not with a hand though.
Well, we're talking about spinners creating problems for Ireland. We're mentioning Tanish Kaneria. Well, could this spinner create a few problems? He get a lot with the bat, Hafiz. Now it's his turn to try and do something with the ball. That's 4. Too short.
Well, that's clever batting for me. First 2 deliveries, which were bowled by Mohammad Hafiz. This man in the picture looked to come down to the track, force the bowler to vary his length, and on that occasion didn't come out of the crease, just held back, rocked onto the back foot, and bang, 4.
Gaining confidence now, these 2. Mention was made that the Irish have come from the States, some of them from Cayman. Now, there are quite a few Irish pubs in Cayman. I can just imagine how they might be jumping over there now. As you know, every Irish pub is called Murphy's. They're jumping in Murphy's. It's 55-2.
Well, they'll be jumping everywhere. And why not? They have been provided with some action by their own team. Here on the screen,
they certainly went to a great deal of trouble to prepare themselves for this game.
it's the 20th over. And at the end of the 20th over, no matter whether it rains or the game is stopped somehow, the game is constituted. Good throw. But in my opinion, the batsman got into the crease well within time. Not a lot of conviction with the Pakistani reactions.
A direct hit is always close, but they didn't look too confident, the Pakistanis. I think you can see why.
Quick decision by the third umpire, not out. And Simon Toffel, the most respected umpire on the scene nowadays, is the third umpire for this game. They're coming back to that point. After 20 overs, the game is going to be constituted. Irish team is well ahead. Well, that's what they needed. With 2 wickets down at the completion of 20 overs to win the game. If the match is stopped for some reason,
Pakistan just beginning to flag a bit. Been a long time since the last wicket. Partnership of 41 between these two. That's a huge partnership considering the target. Best partnership of the match. Nazir and Yusuf 41. These two also 41. Just a single and they'll have the best partnership of the game.
Round the wicket now, Azhar Mahmood for the first time, changing the angle. It was used nicely by the batsman, working the ball on the onside with the softer hands and picking up a single.
And that single, of course, gives them the highest partnership of the game.
Well, these two, O'Brien and Porterfield, they have batted well. And they joined each other out there in the middle. The situation was gloomy, like the conditions for the Irish team. They lost 2 quick wickets. And how well these two, they have absorbed the pressure. and face some quality bowling from Mohammad Sami and Umar Gul. End of the 20th over, 57 for 2.
Well, at the end of the last over, which meant 20 overs had been bowled, there was a big cheer coming from the Irish contingent. They know that a game is on once 20 overs have been bowled in the second innings. That's a good shot. That's 4 more. Not worried about hitting against the so-called spin either.
And O'Brien, he's showing a lot of intelligence. He knows scoring runs against the medium pace bowler is not going to be easy, and he's taking on the spinner. Right tactics.
Face.
By hitting the ball over mid-on. On the first delivery for 4 runs, he has forced the bowler to push the ball through the air. Now he's just hanging back, playing off the back foot. Once a batsman starts playing the spinner off the back foot, it means the spinner is not bowling well.
Looking for 2, decided against it. Umar Gul, the man racing in from deep backward square. Just 13 runs to his name for the field, not a lot. In the context of the game, he's doing a good job. That's gone. Rushed on to him from off this very green pitch.
Well, that was the arm delivery from Mohammad Hafiz. He's getting into a habit of dismissing left-handed batsmen. He has picked up Brian Lara on a number of occasions. And he has picked up another left-hander with an incoming delivery. Is that the wicket the Pakistanis needed? Look at the jubilation. 13 runs from the bat of Porterfield. He perishes at the score of 62.
The World Cup games are great. State Farm car insurance discounts are great too. Call a State Farm agent today to see how much you can save on your car insurance.
Had a brilliant day with the ball, Andre Botha. Now it's time to do something with the bat.
Talking about time, it's time for the Pakistani captain to bring back his premier bowlers and Mohammad Sami and Umar Gul. This man in the picture is there because of this. Was not the right length to play off the back foot. Inside edge onto the stumps. Well, here is an opening for the Pakistani captain and the Pakistani team, and he has to react quickly. And if they can pick up a wicket or two, well, they'll create themselves a chance to win this game. Azhar Mahmood though.
Runs could be 4. Just managing to cut it off. Rana Navid on the field for Inzamam ul Haq. All the wide. Every run matters for Ireland. .68 to win. Just on the 29 overs. Pakistan obviously have